Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This is set. 19. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58, the mic. Watch twist. 31. Alert.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right there. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Watch the eye. Slam.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Watson on first down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He gets it to Thomas.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Just keeping the play alive. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the 9. Watch the fly. Motion, pop. 80 weapon. Under 10.
Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Murray now on first down. Steps away to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Murray with a 3rd and long. On the move to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he gets it down to the 32.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Deuce. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Silver. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. To try again after the sack, Murray. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, it's Drake, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit, and the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hey, I'm going to lose one. Check three.
Now Watson to throw again. Flushed out right. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that takes us from second to third down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Alert three. Swing.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He finds Hopkins complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
There's a quick shot to his tight end, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Murray got his man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Murray now. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Back. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip. Alert, alert. 58, right over there, yeah. Hey, line him go.
Watson now, throwing again. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Watson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let him know.
Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the turnover, here's Murray, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got him in, complete. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Murray now on first down. Out to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter. And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Check. Flag down. Switch.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 20-yard line.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go, D.
Now Murray again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Being chased out left. This is Johnson. He's got it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second and a long way to go. Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Yeah.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson off play action. Got an open man. It's QT. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the P. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Murray to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Arizona, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.